YouTube, what is going on? This is another video from my alliance, and every video I do is pretty much from my alliance at this point. And it's also for anybody that watches this video who is going through the summertime sanctuary event, the summer holiday event, right? So I just kind of want to break it down and explain it to you because I know there's a lot of stuff, right? They kill me with this. They show you a lot of stuff. You kind of get overwhelmed with all the bullshit that's going on. Well, I'm going to help you sort through the bullshit. So really what you got to understand is that um, just like a lot of other events, you have, this, day by day quest system. It doesn't change. It's the same stuff every time. So one thing I do want to point out is that I'm pretty sure on the second day you got to kill like 300 barbarians total. It don't have to be on that day, but day 2 is when you get that, and then day 3 is forts. And this is an event where you do got to use a lot of action points in order to get the little currency. We'll get to that later. So a lot of times I like to go all in on barbs day 1 and 2, and then do forts day 3 until I complete, and then I go back to farming pretty much all barbs. That's going to be the name of the game. It's pretty much farming all barbs. Don't really do any forts really right now. So that's that. And then like it's simple. And the main attraction here really is the epic commander sculptures, right? 100 commander sculptures. If you do all of them, I usually get to about 95 plus, usually 98, 99, right? I say fuck it to 1 or 2 of them every time. And I mean, that's enough. Usually by the time one of these rolls around, 100 sculptures is, you only need 90 for the last 2 skill ups on any epic, right? So, for example, right, this is really good for what I got to do right now. So, for example, my Jonah arc is like right on the cusp being expertise, right on the cusp. So after this, she's going to be expertise, and then I can move on to the Boudica. Then I haven't decided who's next, but that's neither here nor there. Just to give you an idea of that. So that's the first part. And then when you're doing this, you're going to get the premium currency, which is embers. You can get a little bit of embers through the long summer days, but you're going to get it primarily through gems or purchasing it in packs, bundles. You can also get the burn branches from here, but the burn branches you can also get by doing the dumb bullshit that you're going to be doing anyway, right? So city collection, map collection, right, and then defeating the barbarians. And that's why I said that it's going to be big on defeating barbarians, because you can only get so much from city collection and so much from map collection. So what I would do is, you see, I'd reduce my action points. Well, at the time that I started farming, my action points were 0. So I reduced my action points real quick, like real fast. I did it with MB. And then I just got the, the queues going. And don't worry too much about farming what level node. Just get your resources. Like it don't really matter which one it is. And then what I like to do for the city, 1 second, they make me do this stupid stuff. What I like to do for the city production is that I'll pop these boosts here, especially during here. I usually pop the 8-hour, but 24 hours is fine. Been doing the 24 hours. And then I'll wait about an hour to hour and 30, and then I collect. Because I found that it takes a little bit of time for it to get going. So if you wait, to collect, an hour and 30 minutes or so, you usually have more success with actually getting a branch or whatever BS currency is they're making you, collect at that particular time. Okay. So now you can also get, right, the I already made a video on Soroli, but you can also get this from Soroli as well through the chests, right? You can get a little bit here, a little bit there. All right, showing you all the ways, and then all right, the last place I already talked about it, but just to show you, if you are, this doesn't apply to you if you're not a spender, but you can definitely get them through the fragrant, the summer given fragrant breeze. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, it's right there. And then it's the $5, the 10, the 20, 15. It's the 20, the 50, and then I'm pretty sure it'll be three 100s dollar packs. And then you know you can gem your way to it, but if you value your gems more and you really just want to spend money, you can get embers through just spending money instead of your gems, because it's interesting how that plays in the fact that sometimes you don't mind spending more money, but you mind using the gems, and other times like you'll use the gems but not spend more money. It's a funny balance between the value of gems versus the value of the actual dollar. But I'm not going to get into that. But that is an interesting concept. What I will say is if you are spending money, I would try to do it with the recharge. So my strategy with the recharge is you only got to get 2,500 gems every day. And that's a weird number. That's a bullshit ass weird number. So the easiest way that you can do it is that you can go and buy the gem supply, right? Renew that. That's 2,200, and then just buy like a daily, right? I think you got to do the 400 at least, so $2. So that's $12 total per day. That's I think about the cheapest that you can do every day. But you might not want to get the gym supply, because the thing is, like, this event comes out every 2 to 3 months. So once you got about 60 days, 90 days, you do it for day 1, 2, and 3. Two at at the least 3 max. Then you got enough gym supply until the next time this rolls around. So what do you do for the last days? Well, like again, it's gonna take. You're gonna have to farm up so many barbarians to get enough of these. Depending on what you're going for and how much stuff you actually want, it may be worth to like let's say that fourth day, right? I'll buy the $5 variant, and then the $10 variant. And then the fourth day I'll buy the $20 variant. And then the fifth day I'll buy the $50 variant. And then if I feel like I need more, I might go higher. So that's usually my strategy. But you could potentially do any bundle. It doesn't have to be that one. It just, if you really want this. And one thing I'll point out, I haven't looked at the other values of the other packs. Can only see the $5 one. But you do get significantly, noticeably less speed ups and resources compared to a similar bundle, right? You'll get a little slightly less speed ups, a decent bit less resources, at least at this tier. I don't know if it'll follow that model the whole way throughout, but the rewards you can get are actually pretty good. And then that's the last thing I want to get into. Is what would I actually recommend purchasing, right? So let's see here. Okay. So the main attraction that they're going to try to sucker you into, right, is the Blooming Court. And it gives you 5% archer health, minus 5% infantry health. So, like, again, the health is like the premier stat for sure. Archer health or infantry health, the only way I see this is valuable is if you're not running any infantry. So you wouldn't really want to use this just willy-nilly. Like, most people have more infantry at this point in the game in their city than they do archers, so it hurts you more than it helps you on that front, right? On top of that, most people in the open field are using infantry compared to archers. The only value I see this being in the context of where we are right now is if you're a rally leader, the best thing you can run in KVK1 would be I feel like the ALC and YSG, or the Freddy YSG. And that's still going to be all archers, right? Both of those. And for that reason, I would say if you're a whale, August, if you're listening, you're watching, this one, Blooming Court, is for you pretty much, right? Because that would make sense to me if you're doing a all archer rally. That 5% health is legit. Other than that, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I don't really buy these little decorative. I'm not, no. If I had extra, I guess, right? I think what most people should get first is this, the blueprint choice. You get to pick literally what um, full unlock blueprint that you want as an accessory. Most of us don't have accessories right now, and I just want to show you which one I think is okay. So we're gonna be looking at the Silent Trial is an option, Delaine's Amulet, and then Peter Sickle. So Peter Sickle's out of the question. Don't get that shit. Like, get Delaine's Amulet or Silent Trial. Okay, and Delaine's Amulet and Silent Trial are, I mean, they're more or less about the same material cost, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, the counterattack damage, taking less of it is most prevalent when you're attacking somebody that's not attacking you, especially if they don't have area of effect skill damage that can hit you also, right? So I think its best shine is kind of situational. And I'm pretty sure that the Delane's Amulet is a little bit easier, yeah, to get Barbarian Keep than the Silent Trial is to get, which I think comes from a Barbarian Camp. And, you know, maybe, I don't know. I think with the Silent Trial, it says normal types can decrease, but I'm pretty sure it just every second is, just taking away 10 rage. So, every 10 seconds, right, that's 100 uh, rage that you're taking away from them. And if you combine this with, I don't know, like a Hermit or something like that, that's also reducing, I mean, that's a lot of rage reduction on the enemy. I like this a lot. Everybody's running around here with the high skill damage Mina. People gonna be around here with the YSG pretty soon. I like the Silent Trial over the lanes. I think this is a little bit more debilitating, way more debilitating and impactful than the Delane. But I can see the argument for either one. Either one of these is fine. Just don't get the Peter Sickle. All right. So let's go back here. Next, if it was me, I'm probably gonna go for the legendary commander sculptures. I'm gonna have to plan out, you know, run the math on what I can realistically get, um, and then go from there. I think I'll go for the gold sculptures next, and then I would go for probably the epic materials. The stars kind of look compelling, but I don't know. 10 embers. I don't know when it takes 20 embers for. I don't know. 10 embers is a lot. I'll definitely probably pick up the gold keys because this here isn't. Yeah, I guess I'll pick up the gold keys after. I really like right now in the early game picking up the gold keys just because. Um, mainly just because I need the trying to get as many, the gold key commanders. And I mean, it is nice still. Since the gold keys don't take more burning branches, if I had any burning branches left over, I would definitely go to the stars. I mean, the speed ups is nice. They're cheap. They're not, don't seem that expensive. And you can get quite a bit of hours. So that's, 70, yeah, that's 75 hours worth of speed up. So 3 days, that's not too bad. 3 days worth of speed ups. So again, just to recap, I would definitely do this first. Obviously you want to make it, so a good thing would be to get the materials. 10, uh, and maybe you go for the gold sculptures first. It's up to you. You'll get the materials eventually. Gold sculptures are harder to get. Well, shit, most materials is hard to get too, especially epic and above. But definitely get these as well. The gold sculptures, as many as you can. Then once you get as many gold sculptures as you can get, or you think you can get, and you got a little left over, maybe go to the gold keys and stars. Maybe you do speed ups if you want them. 3 days isn't even a lot of speed ups to me. It's probably a lot more to a free to play 100%. 3 days is way more to them than it is for me, and like 3 days ain't no bullshit number either. Like, my queues aren't that long, right? Not yet. My research ain't got to that bad yet. So, yep, that's what I would do. It's been a pleasure serving you guys today, and I'll see you in the next video. Become a master governor out there. Masters only.